Put your eyes back in your head.
Popped out like flavor,
Let me
flavor.
do.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.
Well, well. What's going on, people? What's going on, people, man? This is the week following the 2025 NFL Draft over here on the Mad Mike Sports channel. I'm your host for this evening. You know me as K Styles, aka the Six Man is in here. And to my screen right, you know him as the Senator, Mad Mike Sports.
Come get with it.
Trans DF Express. All right. Man. So let's go ahead and get right.
Woo!
Let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Mike, let's go ahead and get right into it. Hey. Well, go ahead and let them know how we start these shows, man. Mike, what we call it is the what?
Tick, 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 boom. That is that real roll call.
Roll call. And today's roll call, we're going to kick it off with Smooth C78. We got Sherman Wood. We got Dayshawn Caswell, King Trey Way. Got my girl Diamond in the building. We got Will, the Thrill in the building. We got the homie Larry is in here. We got Tim Calisipi. We got the franchise, Big Ann in the building. We got Terry Lloyd, A137 Sauce. We got Michael. We got J Rock, Sonia, Philip Smith, Georgia Texas boy, Jermaine Walton, Tony Hall, Keith No Sweat. And we got the tactician in the building in the chat. So as y'all coming in, man, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button, helping with the algorithm.
You went out.
Show that we'll be talking about.
Don't know what happened here. You went out for a minute.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Oh man. So we're good now?
Yes.
All right. So man, this is the Monday after the NFL draft, man. So you know, like I said, this is the, as we call it, the fan appreciation aspect of the show. And for those that have not caught it, Mad Mike Sports, or for parentheses, MMS, has put out his draft recap, letting you know how he think about the picks, as well as your boy Six and K did the same thing. So as we go further along, man, Mike, man, how we doing this afternoon, man?
Pretty freaking good. Maybe I should just go on into this. What I feel before straight into it.
Hey man, how you want it? Depends. Like I said, how you gonna kick it off, man? Like I said, let's get it.
Okay. So I got a major problem with a lot of things that I've been hearing.
Mm.
And one of those problems is this little bitch that we call D-Lib.
Oh Lord.
And not only him, it's just it's becoming obvious that the Atlanta Falcons are supposed to be a punching bag for you fucking punks. Like this is it's only a problem because of it's only a problem because I mean, and let me kind of brief y'all on what I'm talking about in regard to this thing that had to do with what you call it the pranks that going on. But we're going to talk about that second. But the main issue that I have um, is D Led talking about this is a fucking C. What about this fucking draft shows you that this is a C minus? You get you get one of the better safeties that was ranked in this draft. That's one. You get one of the best pass rushers that was in edge rusher that was in this draft. That's two. And then you get another one that was easily one of the better overall playmakers and defensive players, not only in the nation, but this dude was he is the standard when it comes down to Georgia Bulldog players. He was the glue to that defense. And I'm talking about a guy like Jalen Walker. Now, this fuck boy and fuck gentlemen and all, I'm not just on that one. I'm talking about all of them. You motherfuckers, y'all complain about the Falcons not getting Georgia Bulldogs, which is this is not the focus of this draft. It shouldn't be here because it's about this dude's overall skill set, not the fucking school that he went to. Um, but this dude is an overall great player. James Pierce is an overall great player at the edge position who has improved himself as a run stuffer. And you got easily the second best safety in this goes outside of Malachi Stark. You got both of those guys in the first three rounds. And then you tell me based on those things, because the Atlanta Falcons decided to get rid of a pick, a first round pick, that the draft was a fucking failure, and we've yet to even start a fucking game. These guys haven't even gotten to fucking training camp. You already telling me that it's a fucking failure because you got rid of the first round pick. Who fucking cares? You bitches complain that the Atlanta Falcons didn't have anything. You bitches complain that the Atlanta Falcons didn't get aggressive when we had that piece of absolute shit that was supposed to be a free agent or available via trade. And I'm talking about that little Homo erectus. That a goddamn caveman looking ass nigga in Lamar Jackson. Everybody wanted to get rid of 4-5 draft picks to get that son bitch in, and we get rid of one up, and you motherfuckers got a problem with the Falcons get rid of one fucking pick. You wanted to give them motherfucking 5 for him. This Negro can't even make it to the Super Bowl. You wanted to give him 5. We ain't did shit yet, and you complaining about one draft pick. had a mitigated goal to sit up here and say that bullshit with a straight face that the Atlanta Falcons draft pick was bad because we gave away. It had nothing to do with the fucking player. This is the goofy shit that I'm talking about. You're talking about it was a failed draft because they got rid of a draft pick next 5 years. Next year. Now think about this. They said it was a failure because you got rid of a pick next year. Motherfucker, it's 2025 and y'all already putting the Falcons. You already judging the Atlanta Falcons for 2026. What the fuck are we? What are we even doing? What are we talking about? Look, it's like, right, man, you're gonna be rich in a year. I'm gonna go ahead and rob you now when you ain't got shit. For 2026, I'm gonna rob you early. I'm gonna take your money early.
That's some
You know
space
how
age
stupid and
stupidity.
pointless that is?
That's some space age stupidity.
That's some space age. Y'all trying to rob man Mike for some shit that he gonna have in 2027. What the hell? You trying to judge the Atlanta Falcons based on 2026? The motherfucker ain't even got here yet. This is what we got. This is what K-Star was talking about earlier. About it's just y'all have gotten so comfortable of complaining. Y'all don't even y'all just want Atlanta Falcons is a battering ram for a lot of you stupid motherfuckers. Okay, that's all it is. You want to bash your stupid ass head on the Atlanta Falcons hill, man, because you ain't got shit else to do. You a bunch of dumb motherfuckers.
Well,
You got some fucking nerd that draft like the say the draft this year is bad because you got rid of a fucking pick next year. What the fuck, man?
Space age
well,
stupidity.
well. Before we get right into that conversation, let's introduce three of our brothers that popped in on here, and you just saw them earlier on Mr. White's network. We got the OG Big Sam in the building.
Yeah, you already know how I feel about a certain few particular things. So you know what I'm saying. The hits keep on coming. The factual hits keep on coming.
And we also have Mr. Tactician, aka we got the Joker in the building.
I mean, I'm just loving this space age stupidity. I mean, it's mind boggling.
Hmm. And we got the franchise in the building, y'all. We got Big Ant in here.
What's
What
happening?
was happening? What's happening?
Can I ask
Hey man,
Antonio something real quick?
And
you
before
could
you
have
ask,
told me you was getting your hair done and getting your bifocals done. You know what I'm saying? Why you
I've
couldn't
been
come
had my
on?
hair done, sir. See,
Y'all
hey,
don't
about
try to
hey,
put me on the
hey,
spot.
looking fancy and
hey,
shit.
hey,
That's
Don't
what I'm
do
about
that.
to ask you.
Don't try me.
And
Don't
Oh,
try
you
me.
fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
it's all right.
Over here looking all fancy, smiling. Ant already got a pretty smile any damn way. Yeah, I said Ant got a pretty smile, y'all. Go ahead,
I
smile
mean,
for
I
the people,
mean,
Ant.
I mean, you know what? It's
Smile for
okay.
us, Ant. Go ahead, smile for us.
It, it,
Uh,
it,
There you go.
shut your you
hey,
shut
look,
your ass up,
He
Mike.
got
hey,
y'all. Ant got
hey, hey,
he got that Radio Raheem smile, y'all.
Oh hell
He got
no.
that.
We ain't
He
finna
got
do
that
that.
Egyptian lover smile going on over there.
See, no,
Hey,
that's that black. No, that's that black Clark Kent. He ready to say somebody.
hey, before you ask him the question, man, we got a $5 super chat from DeAndre. He said, I think we drafted a light skinned Clark Phillips with the safety from Oklahoma preseason battle gonna be fire.
Not a light skin, because you know what? Mm-mm.
When we get into the personnel of that particular sector right there, I want to double down on my take from my show on that.
Mm, mm,
Look,
mm, mm.
I will say this, and this is going off with what Mike talking about. At this point in time, Like I said, D-Led is a jackass. And I'm going to go ahead and reiterate what he just said.
Yeah.
Problem is, because the Atlanta Falcons did exactly what everybody wanted them to do, they're more upset because they have nothing to complain about. Now we're
Here
talking
it is.
about a first round pick from 2026. You gotta have in the mindset that they used that draft pick to get a top 5 pass rusher, top 5 ranked pass rusher in this year's draft. Let me say that again. You have to look at it as the mindset of they drafted their 2026 first round player this year in James Chris Jr. Who I said once again was a top 5 edge rusher in this year's draft.
K-Styles, can I say something?
Go ahead.
I'm going to double down on what I said maybe about 6 months ago. This is a clear indication that y'all don't think this team is worth a damn right now. If you worry about a pick next season, if you worry about a first round draft pick for 2026, you basically telling everybody else you don't think this team gonna do shit this season. And I have been saying it for the longest time. The only reason why y'all have a hard on for a certain quarterback is because you didn't think the team was worth a damn then. You still don't think the team is worth a damn now. Even when they gave you what you wanted after bitching and complaining for about 4 or 5 seasons straight. You don't believe in this team. The only standard you measure the Atlanta Falcons is Lombardi. That's the only language y'all understand. Y'all don't understand process, drafting, none of that. Y'all understand Lombardi. And until we produce a Lombardi, you don't think this team worth a damn. I don't care. Listen, we could draft the Archangel Michael, and y'all still would be like, I don't know about that, man. They let go of that daggone draft pick, man. I'm upset about that.
Yeah, true. That's straight facts. Straight facts. I'm just going to jump on if you boys will allow me. On that one, I just feel like you're giving, as the tactician there was saying, as Antoine was saying, it's 100% the case that you just have no faith in this franchise. If you're complaining about the fact we're giving up a 2026 pick, then you're really expecting that we're picking front 15. So how are you in the same conversation going to go, oh, we won the draft? Okay, we won the draft. We've got solid pieces all across the board, and now you're going to start bitching that we gave up a pick to do that? I don't understand the rationale. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what, Will? I got a saying that everybody understands, and I'm going to say it to you since you part of the family. Mm-hmm. It is not your job to understand stupid.
No, I try my best, but you have to kind of throw your hands up after a while, don't you?
No, I really don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, part of that logistical problem is the majority of the base now. None of them are aware of anything past 2000.
Yeah.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? You see, you know, when you, it's kind of easy to understand it now after I've gone through all the psychological warfare with this crazy motherfucker here on top of me. You have to recognize and understand age factor. A lot of these fans in this fan base right now couldn't tell you nothing past 2003. That's the realistic factor of that. So you're gonna get a whole lot of shit that shouldn't be said, and you know that these people are gonna hit send on because they kneel at the altar of one Michael.
Well, fair play. I mean, he's earned his right to be classed as a club legend. I mean, he did his bit, but at the same time, I chose my team in 2007 when I started to get into the league. So, but it's how studious do you want to be? Are you prepared to go back and read those history books? Or are you prepared to do the work, or are you not? That's the question. I feel like asking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's astonishing to me sometimes to run across, you know what I'm saying, young people that have an open-minded, you know what I'm saying, perspective as an non-faculty. You know, they like Jaden, you know, he can have those conversations. But for the majority, if you don't think, eat and sleep, Vic, yeah, you really can't talk to a lot of these folks.
Yep.
Nah, 100%.
Here you go. There won't be Falcon fans without complaining, even when we finally get that ring.
Nope.
That part. That I
That right
said that.
there,
Facts.
Mrs. K
Facts.
Style, you that right there, because I said as soon before we even get to hold the trophy physically, I bet you can't get two.
Yep.
Mhm.
Moving the goalposts
Mm-hmm.
as always.
I didn't like how they won the Lombardi. They should have won it this way. Y'all would be mad because we didn't win it the way you wanted to win.
Mm. But as we go ahead and start and advance the conversation in itself, fellas, Juan and Will. So how did y'all feel about the whole draft in general for the Falcons? How did y'all how'd y'all feel? How'd you feel about the draft, man? Do you feel like D-Led full of shit and they hit a lot of needs? Do you feel like it's something else they could have addressed? What's your take on it?
Nah, I mean, fuck D-Leg, first of all. He can go kick rocks with no shoes on. But second of all, I think we did great in the draft this year and last year because people tend to forget that we double dipped on the defensive line last year, and in the offseason, we also brought in some, defensive linemen and edge rushers as well.
Mhm.
And then this year, we double dip in edge rusher / linebacker, however you want to put it, and in the back end. So what are we complaining about? Like did okay, we brought in some a linebacker or two in our undrafted class, brought in some linebackers in there that are, y'all need to go check out. They just dropped the highlights of them, earlier. Y'all need to go check them out. But they did some extensive work, between this year and last year, and y'all still complaining about it? Are you serious? Like y'all complain and complain and complain that we don't draft defense. Past two drafts, we did extensive work on our defense, and we still don't have our third round draft pick didn't even play last year. We don't even know what he's going to be. So
Mm.
No, that's true as well. I mean, I'm just feeling like, how much do you trust the process? As you say, we double dipped last year. I feel like we've addressed a lot of the positions I need. Jay's just saying down in the comments there that the only thing we need for real is a nose tackle. But I've been saying since yesterday, don't sleep on that kid from Miami. Don't sleep
yep, I
that
was just about to say it.
Simeon. That kid's good.
Yes,
Hmm.
go watch his tape. He's damn good. And
But
don't sleep on Ruth.
and you said something there, and I want Sam to kind of give me his take on this. You said double dipping on defense for the past couple years. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you
Yeah.
realize that? Do you realize that 80%, 85% of the players that Terry Fontenot has drafted since he been here is defense.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
um,
You don't say.
You don't say.
You don't say.
Ah.
Now,
I'm sorry. Didn't I say on day 2 we have followed the same blueprint as the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans when it's
You
come
did.
to some of this personnel? Didn't I say that?
Yes, Lord.
Yes.
You
Yes.
did,
You
sir.
did.
Mm-hmm.
right.
See, again, I'm gonna run it back to something that I've always said. A lot of this fan base be looking for a big name instead of the game. If it ain't a name, if it ain't that star name, the
They don't
motherfucker ain't
want
worth
it. They
it.
don't want
As this fan base, they don't give a shit about development. You got to
Nope.
come straight out the box, Hall of Fame ready, all
Mm-hmm.
pro ready.
And look
Okay.
at Shadur's slide. It ain't all in a name, you know what I mean? If you can't conduct yourself right, if you can't carry yourself like the baller you are, then what's the point? It doesn't matter what your name is.
Right.
Mm, yeah, because I'm looking at it from this standpoint too. Is and as us Falcon fans, we do have to realize that a lot of the players that are coming off of these contracts after 2025, majority of them are defensive players.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Bingo.
And what's the oldest saying in the NFL history book? Defense does what?
Wins
Wins
Defense wins
championship.
championships.
championship.
Championships.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
All right.
Kev, I'm gonna
What's
get my
up?
grievance out because this D-Led, you have reached my stupidity meter. I cannot impersonate you anymore right now because it would just it would be bad on my brand. What you did today was just People, y'all gotta stop injecting cereal and milk into your veins. It's not working. It's not working. Y'all have taken abuse to a whole new level. It's not working. You worried about the future. You ain't you can barely handle the present. I don't. Mm. And I'm gonna let y'all know about this draft class. You got what you wanted. Falcons got what they needed. Hear me closely. You got what
Ooh,
you
say that
wanted.
again.
You
Yeah,
got
I don't
what
think
you
they heard
wanted.
you on it.
The Falcons got what they needed because I've heard it on media.
Somebody
I've
please
heard
clip
it
that
on
because that's going
X.
to be a highlight.
Yeah, I've heard it on the media.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard it on X. I've heard it on everything. The Falcons, every time I turned around, we needed to get pass rush. Pass rush. You got it.
Yes, yes,
Shut
yes.
up. You got
Mm-hmm.
safeties they can convert to linebackers to come up close to the line of scrimmage. Shut up. You got
Mm-hmm.
corners that can cover. Shut up. You got players that haven't even had a chance to play that was on the injury list, and you know it. Shut up. We got wide receivers that will help Penix. Yet to be seen. Shut up. We got an O lineman. Shut up. We even got undrafted free agent classes. Have you taken a look? I don't know, but shut up.
Nope.
Let me
We
read
covered
something out.
everything. We even covered a seat. We even got seats in the bins for y'all that like to wear nasty thongs. Shut up.
Let me read something out that I think that needs to be pointed out. All right, so I'm gonna just read off the handful of guys defensively. And nobody's talking about this, what Terry's doing. He got these guys locked up. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so looking at their contract, you got Junior Iho. I hope I said his name right. He's a free agent. Mikael London, Benny Sapp, Lamar Jackson. Not that Lamar Jackson, but
Yeah, not that Lamar
Keith
Jackson.
Taylor, Khalid Kareem, Josh Woods, Jordan Fuller, Kentavious Street, Kevin King, D. Alford, Taquan Graham, and Leonard Floyd. You know what all those guys got in common?
What's that, Mike?
They all on 1 year deals.
They
Mm.
all
They
want
all
to
on
do
the
it.
Mm.
So a lot of these guys that we already had when we have on the roster, they're gonna be here for the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is building chemistry. That's
Mm-hmm.
how you build a team. You see what I'm saying?
And it
That's
brings
that's
and it,
that's how you do it. That's how you build it. These guys are
yeah,
gonna be able to work together and grow together.
hmm and as I said, do you want to build a winner for 1 year, or do you want to build a dynasty up in here? Because I know what I want.
Hey man,
See,
I straight up forgot we signed Jordan Fuller.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait.
I
Let
forgot we signed Jordan. Oh my
We sure
God.
let
did.
let let me let
Lord,
y'all know the impact. Let me let y'all know the impact if y'all haven't been paying attention. The players, some of the players that we got in this draft, do you know right now, we completely discombobulated and pissed off the Philly GM. This man had a whole tantrum when we picked our player. Let that sink in. When is the last time we didn't pissed off a championship team in the draft? That lets you know the caliber of players we got.
hmm
Right.
Ooh, wow,
And,
Jordan. Oh my
and Cam here had an interesting point here. He's saying that 2 developed edge rushers is better than 1 in next year's first.
Oh
And the
man,
reason why I'm saying this is what makes you guarantee that you're going to get a top edge rusher in 2026?
Right.
okay.
hmm
Even Terry said that. He said that in a press conference.
Yep.
Well, I'm pretty sure a few of the major edges for went their final season as well. So a few of those guys should have really been coming out 26.
Right. Let me ask y'all this. When is the last time you've seen the Falcons jump up in the draft for any place? When's the last time we've seen that?
Lindstrom McGarry.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You see what I'm saying?
hmm
God.
He's taking care of our needs, not just with one guy. Like Anthony said, they double dipping, and we're not even appreciating because we're so focused on first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
The nostalgia that comes with it. That's what
Mm-hmm.
that's where we're focused on. We looking at what comes with that, and that's just the media hype around first picks. You don't care about the actual value that they're picking.
Right.
We were just talking about having guys. Like, does it really matter what your name is if you're not coming to play?
Right. Right.
Like, look, Tom Brady, Matt Ryan. Nobody would look at those guys and say, "Yeah, them healthy for athletes." Matt Ryan, look, he looked like he Matt Ryan when he running, him and Tom Brady look like they putting they putting their toes, they putting their ankles, they putting their knees, they putting their shoulders, they putting everything into running 5 yards. They
Well,
look like
now,
they look like they giving everything to run those 5 yards.
Mike, now, to be fair, Matt run the way he run because he done tore up his
No,
knee.
no, 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 we're not doing that. And family.
We, come
I'm
on,
talking about.
come on now.
I'm talking about what
Slow
we
your
actually
roll.
see.
Hey, 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 look
No,
now,
no, they
that
don't care about
college
that.
tape, them college tape look a little real different now. Them college
Look,
tape look different.
look. I'm telling you from a lone strider. I'm a lone strider myself. I ran a
Hey,
4.3 my damn self. Okay,
hey.
okay. I'm talking about in my day. I can't run no goddamn 4.3 right now.
Look,
I ran a
Tom,
4.3 my damn self.
Tom
Hey, let's
Brady
Okay.
was the
clarify
worst
that.
athlete in the history of athletes in the combine in athlete
Look, he
history. Hey,
really
stop
was.
playing, man.
He
Yeah.
really was. But
Yeah.
this dude ended up becoming a hell of a football. Peyton Manning, he looked worse than Tom Brady and Matt Ryan. Nah, he ain't look worse than Tom Brady, but he looked bad. And these guys are hell of a players. You know what I'm saying? So
I
all
mean,
these numbers and
Peyton
accolades
Manning
and
was
all that.
never he was never a track star anyway. But he was one of the great. Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, Joe Montana, who I consider the greatest moving minds on the football field during a game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use
Look right
common
there.
sense. I'm trying to recreate the stupidity that they. We can't use common sense, all right, Sam?
Okay, okay. Well,
I'm trying to highlight the stupidity that what they. This is what they saying, okay?
I,
Matt
okay.
Ryan is nothing
My
but a
bad.
slowpoke, okay?
He's not mobile, is what they said.
Okay. I
And
mean,
then we got a
before
guy.
Matt tore up his knee in his sophomore year, he was a Fran Tarkenton, Roger Staubach type dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, he was.
Family, what's going on?
What up, young knight?
What's
I just
happening,
got one thing to
young
say,
Knight?
man. I just got one thing to
What up,
say.
buddy?
D-Lad, kiss my ass.
you,
Okay?
Please.
That's all I got to
you
say.
you know what they're missing though. What's funny about all of this and all the scrutiny that we're getting.
What's that?
They're overlooking three aspects that I know Mike, myself, and K Styles have mentioned many times. You're overlooking the fact that you're creating chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
You're also building a nice defense that you can develop, and the depth thereof. The depth thereof. Because again, I'm gonna go back to when we had Calais Campbell. A fresh defense for 4 quarters straight is a deadly defense.
hmm
There's
It's
not
not
too
just in
many.
terms.
There's not too many teams that's going to offensively outlast the defense that is fresh for 4 quarters.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and it's a
basically,
broader. It's a
basically
broader
what you're
debate. Like,
saying.
so
Go
if you
ahead.
look, it's
Look,
like we sorry, I just saying we. I mean, we've built for depth. Clearly, we've got the guys in place. Yeah, it's taken us 2 years to do that. And as much as people, as I say in the comments from John there, people complaining when we took Penix last year, it's a long game. We're playing chess. We're not playing snap.
Yep.
We're not going to get it figured out overnight.
Mm-hmm. That's
We've
it.
got 12 guys competing for 7 positions on that front 7. So I mean, it's not a bad position to be in, but we've got to figure a few things out for sure.
yeah, and the thing about it is we've been so focused on the offensive guys that were drafted that people don't pay attention to the defensive guys that were drafted and the guys that they're trying to put in place.
Oh, 100%.
Um, like you said, you built your offense. Now you have an offense. Now you have an offense that's capable enough to where now your defense is going to be put in place a lot better now. You can focus on that. This is why they traded that 2026 draft pick to get James Pierce Jr. Bruh, if you want a win now situation, you double dip and you get the best guys at whatever position that you need.
Hey, hey,
K
Kev,
Styles.
my bad one. Hey, Kev, I got a question, man.
What's happening? What's happening?
So, are you talking about the same first round draft pick that everybody was ranting about?
hmm Yeah. The James Pierce draft pick that people complain about. Yeah.
Uh, Kev, let me ask you a question, and and this goes for the whole panel too. Didn't we have a ticker tape parade of idiots talking about, well, the Falcons say they want to win now. You got to go all in and get everything. When Georgia players were coming off the board to go to Philly,
Mm.
I'm
Yep.
just saying.
I mean, you ain't. I mean, you. There's. I mean, you telling the truth.
What didn't we hear that? Oh, the Falcons ain't serious because we ain't drafting a whole defensive line of Georgia players. And if
Oh,
you want to win now, you got to do what it takes. I remember hearing that speech, not this past season.
from a certain individual, yes.
Certain individuals.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was more
I
than
know.
one.
I
Yeah,
know.
so now we in the draft again, and we're getting and doing what it takes to have a win now moment, and now it's a problem.
So
We want you to win now.
Whoa.
Nope.
Kobe Bean, whatever the fuck your name is. What the fuck? Can we got? Oh my Jesus! We just drafted about 3 goddamn 4, 5. How many more TVs you gonna get?
You don't need. I don't need that faggot ass
Come
mo.
on, goddamn Jaden. This is the Mad Mike moment, okay? I don't have like eating 15 Twinkies in one sitting down. You got 2 left, and you still want to bring 10 more. You done had 15 of them already. What the hell do you need with 10 more? This is greed. This is what we're talking about. There's no need for another defensive back right now. We done drafted. We done brought Kobe Bean, Bryant, Junior. How many goddamn Kobe Bryants is out there? Okay. We done brought him in, Billy Bowman, the bird. Okay. We got the other one, Xavier Watt.
Look at it this way, boys.
10 tight ends and wide receivers, and y'all still want more tight ends and wide receivers. Ain't nobody talking about a punter. Ain't nobody talking about a long snapper, backup long snapper. Ain't nobody talking about a kicker. Ain't nobody talking about a backup quarterback. None of that. We sitting up here trying to sign another quarterback. Look, this motherfucker. He's the sassiest thing, and I'm not talking about his mannerisms. I'm talking about this motherfucker is Miss Thing because he ain't never happy about anything. Even when he's successful, he complaining.
Wow.
That's why I call him Miss Thing, okay? You know when you got a woman and you done took her out to dinner, you done bought her a ring, baby, we getting married. Look, baby, I'm a wine and dine you. I'm a wine the bubble bath, okay? I'm gonna go bubble bath. I'm gonna put roses in there, all this shit, and then motherfuckers say, all right, can you let me borrow $100? I need to go. Bitch, I done did all this for you, and you still want more money? This is the Atlanta Falcons fans right here. They done wine and dine y'all every year. They have given you Bijan, Tyler all year. They done brought one of the greatest guards in this Falcons history. They drafted a left guard, a left tackle that has been the staple in this offense since I can remember. You got Caleb McGarrett who came here after he had more money offered. And you still not happy. You hired 2 African-American guys to head this franchise, and you're still not happy. I'm telling you right now, all you Atlanta Falcons fans ain't nothing more but smutty vegans, okay? Yes, y'all some sluts.
Goddamn, Mike.
These hoes ain't never loyal about nothing. You are some whores. Look, y'all need to be built out on the middle of the goddamn street and left there. Oh, goddamn it. I told you this is a Mad Mike minute.
These hoes ain't
Let
loyal.
me go off, Antonio. We ain't never. Why are we never happy? These guys have given this man Arthur Bland has given us everything. I ain't never been to a basketball game, a football game. Well, I can go and spend less than $20 and I can leave that motherfucker as big as goddamn that motherfucker who played for Florida. I can leave that motherfucker and look like him. I'm talking about I can leave that bitch full and happy and drunk.
Well, there is one positive to take for all this, Mike.
$25, I can do this. I said, hold on, goddamn, this is the Mad Mike minute.
Sorry, buddy. You go on. I ain't getting in that.
I am mad, William. I am really upset. We're never happy. Okay?
Breathe, Mike. Breathe, Mike. Hey, look, wait a minute. Before y'all go, let me let this young man know something. Sir, do you not understand that getting another corner, if your front can't get home, if your linebackers can't cover, doesn't mean a damn thing? It's just a body breathing up all the air in the bins. Jalen Ramsey is not going to make a difference if we can't get at the quarterback and if we can't stop the run. It's not going to make a difference.
What's the what's the word again? Juan? Popularity of production, right?
Yes. Y'all want him to have, you see what y'all want is his autograph thong with his number on it, and y'all want to parade it around on the 50-yard line at halftime. That's what you want. That's what you want.
I love you. I love you, Kobe Bean. But the name saves you, right? The name saves you because we were just talking about him earlier today.
And speaking of Kobe Bryant,
Yeah.
let's get into some of these undrafted free agent part because this is the other part of the draft that it has some importance to it. Now, Juan, Mike, and quite a lot of folks have put out the list of a lot of the undrafted free agents
Mhm.
for the Atlanta Falcons. And there was quite a notable amount of names on there that could be contributors to this team. So, how do y'all feel about the undrafted free agents that the Falcons picked up right after the draft was over?
I like it. I like
I
it.
like it a lot too. Just to go back to that DB conversation, I mean, we might be the only team in the league who has enough DBs to rep in for the 200 quarterbacks they're seeming they want to have in Cleveland. So if we ever play those boys,
Oh wow!
Damn, Will.
Teddy.
I know you wanna leave me.
Dang, dang,
but no, I
dang,
think in
dang.
terms of DB, we made some huge advancements. The UDFA class was brilliant. Nick Nash, Kobe Bryant, Simeon Barrow Jr. I can't remember the kid's name, but don't sleep on that wide receiver out of Vandy. Take a look at that kid's film as well. You won't be disappointed.
Anthony
Yeah.
Skinner.
B guy.
Yeah, that's it.
He's a
That's it.
B guy.
Yeah.
Well, I would say this in reference to Terry Fontenot. What I have noticed, his 1 year signings always make the scene.
Mm.
The last 4 seasons, all of his 1 year deals, they make the team.
Mm-hmm.
Let that sink in now.
Mm-hmm.
We
Ponder
signed
on that.
Jordan Fuller. We signed for Jordan Fuller.
Yep.
I was and you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of dumbfounded at myself because I forgot about this motherfucker because I was high as hell on that sign.
Mm.
I'm just saying with
That's
what we did at double dipping at the safety spot.
Mm-hmm.
I know both those gonna be on the team. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
All
we got
right.
Southside 12 down in the chat. Another name we might have forgotten there. We picked up tight end Joshua Simon from A&M as well. So let's see what
Yeah.
this kid can do.
Yeah.
Another blocker.
But you
Mhm.
know what? You know what? And y'all can timestamp this when I'm saying this. None of y'all are gonna really appreciate or be ready or be amazed at what happens until you get on the field and them boys go to showing out. Then you're gonna be sitting in the stands with socks in your mouth, rolled up socks in your mouth, because as Sam said, those 1 year deals, them boys come to play.
Mm-hmm.
And in most cases, they play disrespectfully. Let's not forget the games early in the season where we was knocking people's players off the field one after another to the point where we almost got a penalty for being too aggressive. Y'all remember when the Falcons were really hitting people? Oh yeah, no, it's a problem, Nick, because people was getting carted off the field every down.
Yeah. If we're talking not dismissing that 6-3 start of last season. Now you add some talent to that and some actual factual, you know what I'm saying, coaching decisions of manifestation. I'm just saying. All right, we got a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Easy.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
All right, so the question is, and I think I'm gonna let you kick this off, man.
Mhm.
Nick Nash.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Nick Nash is one of the main names that I see a lot of people are very, very excited about. For those that may not know, Nick Nash, he was damn near a Triple Crown winner in college.
Yep.
He's like a 6 year college player.
Former
But
quarterback.
but like I said, I definitely got to give a shout out to Coach Unchained, because
Yeah,
this is his
yeah.
guy.
Man, yes, sir.
Mhm.
This
Shout
is
out to
his guy,
Coach.
He called it.
Coach.
That's who I learned from,
And,
y'all. That's who we learned
and,
from.
and I think Mike gonna be happy about this. What I'm about to say. If Nick Nash is able to put his stamp on this damn team,
Mm. Mm.
could he be a more effective wide receiver than Ray Magoo?
Yep.
Oh, Lord
Yep.
Jesus. Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Lord have
Hallelujah.
mercy.
Yep.
Hallelujah. Thank you,
Yep.
Wow.
Jesus.
K
I'm
Styles.
so
Yep.
damn tired of seeing him trip up over the sideline and fumble the
Wow.
ball out of bounds, getting
Uh,
that nigga getting all us a heart attack.
Wow.
Fumbling
Okay,
on
so
I'm
special
good on him.
teams.
that's
And
what
ain't
we doing.
nobody
That's
near
what we
you.
doing, K Style. That what
Kev.
we doing.
You
Kev.
That
don't
what we
think
doing,
that
K
boy ain't
Style.
Ray
For
Ray
real.
Magoo? I don't know what to think
For
about it.
real.
That
Wait,
boy
wait.
ain't.
That's
Can I
wow.
say this?
That's what we doing.
Can I say
Oh,
this? Kev, I'm about to get diabolical with you. The fact that Sam said it last show that this young man is not only a wide receiver but a quarterback, I'm gonna tell you right now. Do not be surprised if we do some fuckery on the field with him. And Mike, you
um,
know exactly where I'm going with it. You know
um,
exactly. Yeah.
this is our new Muhammad Sanu.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Yes, that same stuff that Mike was complaining about that that stunts that we tried. You got a certified. Yeah. Do not be surprised if the fuckery comes up and he's a part of it. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just say this.
Kev, you ain't shit.
What? I just
I'm,
asked a
I'm,
question. Don't do me like that. I just asked a
Hold on,
question.
hold on.
You
Let
ain't
Anchor
shit.
quick. Let
I'm gonna say
Anchor.
this. In the red zone, right? Drake
Hmm.
London, Kyle Pitts, Nick Nash.
Hmm.
Who's stopping it now? Now, what do all those players have in common?
They
I
all
want to see
6
it.
feet better.
Yeah, they big bodies.
Good
There you
bodies.
go.
And
I'm gonna
quick,
I'm
big
gonna add
bodies
another,
too.
I'm gonna add another name to that franchise.
Go ahead. I know.
Penny's practice partner, Washington.
Ooh.
He's
Yeah.
6'2" and a half.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
Let
just
let
saying.
let it sink in.
That's
Let that
Crash
sink in.
Bandicoot right there. That's the real Crash Bandicoot. That motherfucker not stop getting his helmets. His helmet bashing to the ground. I don't know what it is with him, but
Hey, and don't forget that tight end we just picked. We just signed too. That
Him
that
too.
that freight train.
But
Mm-hmm.
there's one guy that's in this UDFA class that I think a lot of people are not really talking about. And I have to give Mike credit on this one because he's kind of put me on it. And that is the center/guard Joshua Gray.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Now,
That's
Oh
big
now,
boy.
yeah.
as we kind of know with the Falcons in itself, the center position they really did not address at all
Hmm.
outside of reclaiming Ryan Newsel. Um, is there a possibility of the center competition right there? Now, I mean, I ain't gonna say center competition, but do you believe that they've already have their succession plan just in case if they don't re-sign Ryan Newsel after this season
Yeah.
with Joshua Gray?
I believe so. I believe so. I believe they have a type of. Well, first of all, I think this is a testament to Mr. Dwayne Leffert that they have this much confidence in his abilities to develop players so they could just let one of the better centers in the league just walk. So that's a testament to his abilities. So for me, that right there is why I love that. I love that. But like looking at Joshua Gray, man, like the thing I like from him that is Dahlman like is that when he's in run mode and run blocking mode, that dude like it's almost like his feet start thinking for him.
Mm.
His feet start to think for him. What I mean by that is that his feet get very aggressive when he's about to attack. You ever see a great boxer when they know they see a Mike Tyson, for example? You see Mike Tyson see that he got you. He get to go jumping to side to side, bobbing his head. This is Joshua Gray. When he's in run block mode, he gets very aggressive, and his feet will start taking on a life of his own. That's when you know you got to look. You got something good that you can build upon. The footwork with offensive lineman is paramount. And when I look at Joshua Gray, I see that in his pass pro as well. But like what stands out to me is the fact that he's very aggressive in his run, and he can get to the second level too. He can get to the second level as an offensive guard, and you know that's what we love to do.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know,
let me get this out. Let me give a shout out. We got the Ladybirds in here too. Um, Maggie T, Auntie Pam, and Christy Lewis in here.
Hello.
Joining us in
What's
these
going on, ladies?
shenanigans that we're
What's up,
about
ladies? How y'all
we're about.
doing?
right? Uh, I think that particular pick right now, the old dude, it's gonna have the Bergeron effect. I mean,
Oh,
his talent, he's just that talented. I think this is gonna solve our center position, what I'm saying, issue going forward. We'll play Noozle at that spot. He's gonna back up everybody across the goddamn board because he's a Swiss Army knife. He can play every position.
mm.
Yeah, I'm going to play a little devil's advocate with you boys. I said to you boys, that guy we got from Wisconsin in the 7th round, he's got crazy long arms, nice levers. I wonder if he'd be guard flexible and we can kick Bergeron inside and get him trained at centre. How would you feel about that?
Well, you should be
Ooh,
ashamed of
ooh,
of using so much
Yeah,
common sense.
ooh.
You should
yeah,
be ashamed of your common
You
sense.
stop being
yeah,
diabolical, Will. How dare
I
yeah,
you?
don't, not no.
yeah,
I got to teach.
yeah,
I got to teach these kids some things. I can hang my head when it's all said and done, but they will
yeah,
listen to me.
yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, Jad Nelson is one of those. Well, first of all, he's a Wisconsin tackle, so you know they play
Yeah.
both sides
Uh
of the
huh.
line.
Uh
So
huh.
do. Talk about it.
That motherfucker was at a bar drinking with his friends when he got drafted,
That's a good time. That's a good time.
and he had
And you know,
already, and I think he had already told Corey that he wants to play right tackle and be
Yeah.
the blind side help
Yeah.
guy.
And Kev, and right there, because what happens when you help your O line makes your quarterback comfortable, he dismantles every team he gets in front of.
you know,
The one thing that this, I'm speaking on a division right now because that's what we got to get through first. The one thing the NFC South don't want to see coming is a comfortable Penix.
Mm.
You don't want to see that
Mm-hmm.
because number one, he gonna throw to everybody that's open. He don't care. So you gonna have to deal with all 6 of the weapons in rotation. And if
I'm
he
a
can't, he has the ability to go for a first down. So you got to deal with number 7.
yeah. I'm gonna give you. I'm having a 89-90 Phil Dallas Cowboy Jimmy Johnson moment right now.
Ooh, I know where you're going. Ooh, you being disrespectful.
highly dictionary.
There's a lot of unbelieved talent that's being shuffled into the Falcons network, and people are not really giving credence or paying attention to. And this is we have a quarterback, we have a receiver, we have a running back, we have a tight end. We're assembling a multitude of talent of offensive linemen while slowly putting together a well-to-do, adequate defense with a lot of depth. Okay, all right.
I, I see where you're going.
That's just me. That's just me. What I'm looking at.
No, let's see. You have no. Let's go back. You have our quarterback. You have a great O line. You have running backs, a duo that gets it done. You're gonna have maybe 2 or 3 tight ends that can get it done. You're gonna have a host of wide receivers. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day for some people. And then
And
you
go
got a
ahead,
defense.
Kobe Bean. After talking about he just want to see a crash out. God damn it, I'll give it to you.
You know,
Mike,
a lot of them be looking and asking for that energy until they get that energy,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
and their backpedaling ability becomes obsolete. Y'all better stop. But you know what?
You know what it reminds me of, Sam? It reminds me of the people that keep on interviewing Fleece Johnson. Y'all think it's
Right.
funny until you back in that damn corner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When it's just him, the corner open door and the bar of soap, it get real.
Goddamn
Yeah.
dog.
See, a lot of y'all talk that noise, and then when it comes time to have that uncomfortable conversation, your thumb get tight, and it'll be the wrong color, and then you don't be wanting to play. No, come on back here, come on back here, come on back here. I mean, when we tell y'all shit, you don't believe it, or you don't adhere to it, or you don't subscribe to it, and then you have to goddamn bring your ass back here and say, "Well, damn, man, y'all told, yeah, we did."
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I got a question here. Jaden. I'm gonna let you ride point on this one.
What's that?
Does anybody remember day 2 when they announced the pick
Mm-hmm.
and then Xavier Watts?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody remember that video?
JB, we
That was
saying
the
exactly
video. That was the video. That was the and Mike pointed at Mike, and I think Juan pointed it out to me. How much? And Michael also said that he feels like Rich McKay may not have been involved in this draft.
that.
How much
It shows.
did Young Blank
Bruh.
Oh yeah.
was
Go
involved in this draft?
Oh,
If
he
you
put his
you
go
nuts
think
on
that
the table.
Young Blank was
go ahead,
involved
young knight.
in
You got it.
Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. You know
Oh,
what?
you missed that, then.
Oh yeah. You know what?
Well, let me help my little young co-host out.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Um,
I think I was
when
there for
when
y'all.
when they announced the young man's name, and the phone calls were made, and uh Milk Dud, aka Homer, was handing the phone over and said, I'm gonna hand the phone over to our young owner."
Yes. Yes. And Josh walked right over there, grabbed it, said
Josh
just what
Grant.
Well, he didn't walk
Josh Blank.
nowhere. He didn't walk nowhere. He just grabbed the phone. He was right there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he said, "Hey buddy, how you doing? Such and such. Such. It's good to meet you, sir. Hey, we love to have you. Welcome to." When I tell you, all of our eyes was wide open. Like, did we just see this?
No. Did you hear this? Is the
Yeah.
thing? Did you hear it? Okay. our young owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Daddy Blank wasn't even in the. He wasn't even in the picture.
that move told me a torch drain to be passed.
It,
Yeah.
it already has been.
Okay,
It already has been.
no time to shine.
And this is the question that I add. This is the question and situation that I posed to Mike and K Styles after we saw that. I said, what if that young man coming in at this point, particular time right now, as he's putting his team together and his team show out? What if?
Ooh,
Because you have to remember, we never seen him.
Nope.
Right.
Never. Nope. Not at all.
You know,
And
you've seen him. You just ain't been paying attention to him.
right.
I remember seeing Young in the box up there. You know, sitting behind Arthur.
Mm.
About a decade ago, if you go back, if you check the clips and cut back to all the stuff, he's always been there.
Hidden
He's
in plain
always
sight. So you saying
he's
hidden in
always
plain
been there.
sight. And
He's
see,
always been there.
here's something else y'all got to understand. Sometimes what you want in terms of a family, sometimes it may not happen in your generation. It happened in the next generation. So Blank's son might be here, but Blank's son might be the one in the forefront when it happens.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's probably already built his team. You know, he's already got people in place. He's probably already got, you know what I'm saying, the decided weapons of, you know what I'm saying, business mortality in certain positions. And he's probably already been in front of Goodell and the big wigs, and you know at
Ain't
the
no
you know
problem. It ain't no problem. I
yeah
reported this a whole
yeah
2 years ago, y'all.
yeah yeah he and you know and it's and growing up from the Georgia Dome to the Benz, he's been in all those pictures.
Mm-hmm. He been there.
Yeah.
As you boys say, he's been around the block and he's got a finger on the pulse of college football, even more so than his dad does. So that's
Yeah.
going to be an interesting progression to see come
Yeah.
into effect, you know?
So what you're saying, Will, is, and what you're saying, Sam, is when he's at the board and they're talking about football and being a football guy, somebody like Rich McKay can't come in and start talking out the side of his neck.
Oh, I can pretty much guarantee that Youngin and McKay are not on any good terms. I can guarantee you that.
Or McKay's going to chat mad shit. It's what he does. But at the end
I
of the
can
day,
guarantee you
this kid was born. This kid was born to take the reins, literally.
Yes,
I'm gonna call
that's
him.
my
I'm
sentiment.
gonna call him Young Gohan. How about that?
There you go.
Young
Sounds good by
Gohan.
me.
All I'm gonna say is you put Robert Kraft and Arthur Blank together, and I think you got Junior.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think you
He
do.
got. Yeah.
This young man, he's grew up in the ownership box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He got a lot of fuck around and find out energy. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
So what y'all
Yeah.
yeah.
saying? So what y'all saying is that that's something you can't look by. You can't look past.
No. Well, you're not gonna pull the wool over his eye.
No.
You're not.
Again, you put Robert Kraft and Arthur Blank together, and you got Junior.
Mm. And like
Y'all
J
the
Rock,
homeboys too.
like J Rock here said, y'all make sure y'all follow the damn Discord, Mad
Yeah.
Mike Sports and
Yeah,
AFN
please do.
Discord.
Please do.
That
Mm-hmm.
is the link right there.
Yeah, we try
Yeah.
to stay polite on here. The real arguments go down on the Discord. So if you
Yeah.
want to be part of that,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It does.
You gotta be ready for the Discord.
Yeah,
It
that's
ain't for the
not for the
weak.
faint of heart. Trust me.
Yeah, it ain't for the
That's
weak.
where the
yeah,
heathens
bring your
is
thick
at.
It gets
skin.
live again.
That's where the true heathens at.
And I'm not
Oh,
there to. I'm not there to all these guys, the ass, the will, they hold it down in there. So I'm just there by name, all right?
Right.
So don't be trying to run the mic. They told about me. No, don't come on to me.
Look,
I
look,
mean,
look, look. The best advice you can take is from my
I'm busy
OG
trying to
brother.
get my 50 cent on, so I kind of,
Nobody asked you nothing,
you
Teflon
know.
Red. Okay?
But look, I'm gonna tell you, if you go in there, you better take OG's advice. Don't hit send if it don't sound right. Don't do it.
Bruh. Oh
Yeah,
my
you look,
God!
you
Look,
send
man,
post.
Definitely.
Everything that you type will be used
Oh my
against you in the
God,
courts of
man!
public
People,
opinion.
some of y'all gonna learn. You gonna learn. I say it. They,
No, don't try to save them. Let them fuck around and find out,
that's
Samuel.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's
We
exactly
not
what I'm talking
saving them.
about.
Bring your bullshit in that Discord and see how long you last.
That's what I'm talking about. I was finna issue a open invitation to a few folk, you know what I'm saying, since how they don't believe goddamn fat meat greasy. You wanna be a part of it. You wanna introduce yourself to uncut, unprovoked, just
Yeah,
I will
boo.
slice your goddamn throat just for sneezing ass type, you know what I'm saying? Dialogue. Bring your ass. Bring your ass.
They
But
know.
you're leaving
And
without it. You're leaving
Kendrick.
without it.
And right, hold on, and
Kendrick.
Rodney here with the $5 super
Three
chat.
shit not.
Oh,
Bring
Sam,
your
God
ass.
damn it.
Hold on. Let me get this out the way. Rodney H with the $5 super chat said, "What if he has already been running the show? He may be the one that let Terry
No,
loose."
Oh,
that's not. He hasn't been. He's been preparing to run the show. He announced this. I believe it was after he fired. Um, no, it was after Dan Quinn and the beginning of Arthur Smith's reign, where Junior started learning how. And he announced this in a press conference where he was talking about him meeting with Roger Goodell. But y'all don't pay attention to these press conferences. Y'all gotta pay attention to Mr. Blank. He let you know what's going on, but a lot of people don't pay attention to it. He's been prepared for this role for the last 2 to 3 years.
mm-hmm. Yes, he has,
There's mob activities going on.
bruh. Trying to tell you. I've said it
Well,
more times than not. Do your homework.
I think it goes back a little bit more than the last two or three. Because, like I said,
No. It hasn't, Sam. It hasn't, because if you go any back further than that, that's the Dan Quinn era. So it's only been 2 to 3 years.
well, I'm just
Smith is
talking about
only,
the young man growing up behind Arthur.
yeah,
I've
he
just been,
didn't do that. He wasn't doing that.
I've just been watching the pictures. That's all I'm saying.
He
I'm
knows
not
the game.
I'm not
Hold on, Samuel.
disarming
Hold
that.
on.
I'm not.
You acting
I'm
like
just.
you acting like Falcon fans right now. Listen,
You
Samuel.
know
Okay?
what, bitch? Fuck you.
You acting like Falcon fans. I need you to
Fuck
listen.
you.
He understands the
No.
game,
Oh hell
but he
no,
doesn't
motherfucker.
understand the
Yeah,
NFL
you.
game.
Fuck
The
you.
NFL, the NFL game and the college game are different things. So he had to learn the NFL game. He had to learn what the big boys do.
Game, motherfucker.
Look, you in the little leagues, okay? I'm in the big leagues. Learn to listen, sir.
Wow. Oh, that's what we doing now?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. We are.
All right.
Oh
All
God.
right, Captain.
You serious? Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, my dear.
And
See,
that just goes back to what I was saying earlier too, guys. I mean, go back to past interviews, do your history research. Yo, kids, go and read these history books. Learn about your franchise when you want to come on here and talk with your boys, because we drop in facts.
Always.
I mean, yep. He said it. You said it best. Y'all got to do your homework. Y'all be coming in here with feelings and opinions.
Hey, Juan.
Yo,
I don't even think they know what the hell homework is.
look, it don't
no,
look.
no.
It don't mean sitting at home looking at paint dry. That's not homework.
Hey, looking at highlights don't count.
Thank you.
Playing
Thank you.
Madden down either.
Right.
By all means, boys, we should do a film study this year. Teach some of the younger guys how to actually watch film the right way and see what we're looking at.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Absolutely. We
I'm
got
on
that
board.
anyway, Will. We definitely doing that. Because a lot of people think
So I
just
still
turning on the highlights. My bad, quick here.
no, go ahead, finish it off.
No,
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
just
There are
saying that
highlights for a
people,
reason.
yeah, watching highlights is a part of it, but you got to understand what you're looking for when you watch it. A
Yep.
lot of people don't know what they're looking for when they watch.
Yep. That's it.
You
The
know,
best
Just
thing to
watching
do
just to
is
watch.
when you look at a lot of these players, you got to look. Like I said, obviously you can look at the highlights, but you also got to look at games in which they show a lot of their snaps in, so you can kind of get the full detail of what you're getting yourself into.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Then we came back and talk about this y'all asking this question.
Man.
I mean, the thing, like you said, the thing is, championship teams are not just built in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Championships are built between rounds 3 through 7 and undrafted free agents. That's
Say
where
it
your
again, K
championship
Style.
teams are built.
Please say it
That, that
again.
that's where your championships are built. Rounds 3 through 7 and
Hey, K
undrafted
Styles,
free
I got a
agents.
question for you.
What's up?
What round was Chris Jones drafted in?
Third round.
Ooh, boy.
Mm.
How many rings he got?
3.
Okay. I'll rest my
See,
case.
why do you think they have the overall saying in the draft that a lot of first round picks end up being busts? There's a reason why we say that all the time. And
Yeah, because the thing,
Falcons fans, y'all should know better because a lot of the players, even like Grady Jarrett, they were in the later rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Sure would.
We find the diamonds in the rough in the later
but
rounds.
the biggest
Grady was the 5th round pick, motherfucker.
That's it.
the biggest problems is you can draft as much as you can in the draft, but if you have no structure, no identity to stick with for how you want to build your team, you just scrapping for hope every year.
Mhm.
Yep.
And A Love here said, I love the picks, but they still light in the ass. So I think he was talking about the defensive tackle
No, that's
slot.
not true. That's not true. That's not true.
That is not
The
true.
thing is, no, they if you look at all going off of Saquon Graham, it's about 290, 300 himself. Zach Harrison, the same. You got Brandon Douglas, another guy that's about 280,
Kale
300
London.
pounds. Caleb London, 330. David Onyemata, 3'5", 310. Like, these some big dudes. Contagious Street, the same. He's about 300. Like, these are some big dudes. But the thing is, if you're looking for a big Jordan Davis type guy, like these guys don't come, every day. Like, I think that's where the Falcons defensive line is one of the bigger defensive lines. Going back to his Tampa days, Raheem likes to use the bigger, longer, tall, type of guys, and on his defensive line because he likes to use a lot of stunts with his linebackers and get guys come off the corner and whatnot. So like he needs size in his defense. He's always got it.
Biggest
Yeah.
issue for the Falcons defensive line is you don't have edge rushers that know how to fucking finish plays.
Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about that?
They
Because when
actually have some of the biggest. They have some of the biggest lines.
And McKinney actually could have 10 plus sacks every year if he
Mhm.
knew how to fucking finish plays.
and this goes to what I said before as you got to know your job and the guy three men down from you because and Jesse Bates even said this in the interview. He said when one guy's not playing good on defense, everybody looks bad because on defense you got to compensate for that guy constantly.
Mhm.
So when you got players that come on there and they do their thing, it makes players like Ebiketie step up. That is the reason why Mike used to say after so long you can't keep recycling the same old players. You got to get new life in here. You can have one or two veterans, but you got to get new life because them boys make the other guys step their game up.
Mhm.
So the question is now that we pretty much talked about the defense and what we expect. Which one of these undrafted free agents that you guys most um, excited about?
I will have to say that receiver out of San Jose State we signed. I like him.
Now, Simon, you don't want to talk. Ain't this some bullshit?
You said which one of these undrafted free agents am I happy to see or
Mm-hmm. You most had, yeah. You said Nick Nash is the guy. David said Nick
Nick
Nash is the
Nash?
guy. Who
Yeah, I'm for Nick Nash for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Hell, I
Jordan
illustrated
Williams.
that earlier. You know what I'm saying? In it comes to Nick Nash, he a former quarterback as well. Again, a Muhammad Sanu type guy, red zone threat. But he has long arms, a catch radius. He has the Keyshawn Johnson, Michael Irvin type ability.
Yeah,
You
I'm gonna
know,
say
shit. What else you want me to say about this cat? He he's good in the run game. He can seal pretty well.
mhm.
Yeah, nice run,
Will,
Nash.
Kale, Will, what y'all got?
I actually say Jordan Williams.
Oh wow.
mm,
That's a
Hmm.
nice one.
Yeah, I'll go with that as well because I shared that in the chat on Facebook last night. I like that kid a lot. I think he's got a crazy high ceiling. That's the kid out of Tech, right? The guard.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
he's
Yeah,
another
he's
he's
Sure
looking
is,
he's
yeah.
looking good.
he's another one. He's another one of them offensive tackles that can play both sides,
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
sides of both
Yeah.
left and right tackle.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing what happens in training camp. Because there's some we have like correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall a Falcons team with more depth than we have going into this year.
Yeah, I don't.
right, right.
Right.
So that's gonna make training camp very interesting.
Very.
The only time I've seen this is in 2016 on the Kyle Shanahan.
Mm,
Offensively, like we had a lot of depth on our defensive line with Dan Quinn, but we didn't have as much depth at linebacker.
Right.
But now we have that.
Mhm.
But that's the last time I've seen this much depth on the offensive side of the ball. I haven't seen that offensively. Defensively, yeah, whew, yeah, crazy deep.
Yeah, man. And we all know
and,
how
and
2016 went, so
Mm-hmm.
set your ceiling high, boys.
Mm-hmm.
well, and that's too. And then think about it. You got more bodies to get through training camp and then preseason.
Exactly.
Yeah, people are going to get hurt, but to have that amount of players just ready to go is definitely like I wouldn't even say a surplus. We're lucky to have it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be the main factor of this season is going to be coaching. I hate to say it. It's going to be coaching because you got too much talent to put it to waste. You
Mhm.
can't. You're gonna have to coach. Chewing
So
gum ain't gonna cut it.
so I'm glad you said that one. So I want to close off on this question. Does this take Terry Fontenot off the hot seat and put more of the focus on Raheem Morris?
Oh, definitely.
Yes, yes, yes,
The,
yes.
the,
A
for
hundred
those out
percent.
there,
But even
go
more than
ahead,
him,
bro.
though, I'd say it's on Jeff because this was really Jeff's class. If Ulbrich wanted a guy, Terry would go in and get him. So now you've got your guys. If you don't use them correctly, that's on you.
Mhm.
Right, right,
Mhm.
right. And for those that think Terry was on the hot seat, yeah, he ain't on it no more. But like I said before, this puts Raheem Morris in a Chinese choker.
Yep.
Don't mess it up. Because you ain't got no excuse.
Yeah, because the thing is if Jeff Olbrich had a big say in a lot of these players coming in, who's to say he's the next in line if
Who in the
Raheem
hell out
doesn't
here
take
playing
care of
goddamn man?
That's my bad. That's me.
Oh God, those are young night. All right,
My
man, I'm
bad.
about to put your ass on punishment, goddamn.
You right there.
God damn it, young knight.
He
I
doing
hope you
some.
ain't getting your
He
ass
trying to
kicked
do
over
some
there.
infield studying. He trying to do
Yeah, I
some
hope you
infield
ain't getting
studying.
you getting beat. I hope you ain't getting your ass kicked over there.
He gonna get a hard time just like everybody else. But
That's funny.
But yeah, because see, he said it, and I don't know if people picked up on it, and I keep telling people this. Raheem and Jeff Olbrich going to be arguing the whole season because Jeff said it. He said, "I want to get in there and argue with Raheem. This ain't going to be no look. He's on par with Raheem. He's not Raheem's underling, so there ain't gonna be no yes or no. No Raheem, that don't work.
So one.
That he gonna, I'm telling you, this is not what we seen. This ain't no yes or boss or no. He gonna be like Raheem. You know that's
yes,
not gonna work.
boss.
Don't try me.
Yes, boss.
Hey,
Yeah,
so Juan, what you telling me is Jeff ain't open with all the smiling and cheese and shit.
and he's not. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, especially
man,
not with his son pulled. He
No.
honored.
Look. So what you
Smile
saying
away,
is
boy. Smile
what you
away.
saying is Raheem we gonna try to implement his stuff, and Jeff Olbrich gonna be like, nigga, please.
Right.
Nigga, please.
Hey, Kev, what now? Kev, you know the meme we got? He gonna walk in there. Hey man, I think we're gonna try this. Fuck is this shit? What
The
you talking
fuck is this?
about? Right.
Some garbage.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
telling
gonna.
you, and this is why it goes back to what Jax did. That man got a target on his back. He's like, bro, you are not about to get me fired doing no stupid stuff like this. It's not gonna work. Well, see, man, I think we can. No,
Nope. No sir.
nope. They're gonna be arguing. I want to see it. I want to see it on the sideline.
Hey,
No.
Juan, don't be surprised they argue in training camp too now.
Right.
Just saying.
No, look. He gonna be like the Nigerian Shao Kahn. He gonna be like, I don't want peace. I want problems.
Always.
Right.
I want problems. Always.
Listen,
Why are you running?
I
Why are
want
you running?
problems.
Whole season, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh my God! I'm gonna
I'm
put
putting it
that
to you
sound.
like this.
Hey. So if y'all hear that sound bite in the near future, just know it's gonna be part of the show.
I'm going to lay
That
another
man said.
soundbite for you too.
That man said.
Just to shout out Dairy Sports down in the chat. I believe he trusts Ulbricht's judgment. Say his name and he appears, boys. I believe in Jeff Ulbrich.
Look. Christy said it right here. Yes. Olbrich want the smoke. If I see them two on the sideline during the game arguing, I'm gonna be like, yeah, we about to win this game because this is
Because
good.
you already know Oben not what Raheem's laughing bullshit. We know that.
That's the thing, though. That's like I made this comparison at the end of last season. I said, y'all got to understand something when we talked about Olbrich. You already was side by side with this man a couple years back.
Right.
So you're not his understudy. You're his equal. Y'all don't your titles might be different, but he can come look you straight now and say, I'm not doing that shit.
And Raheem can't say a goddamn thing.
Nope. You can't fire him.
You can't fire him because this is his draft class. This is Olbrich's draft class. This is the player
Right.
he wants.
Right.
Yes.
And and if you got his linebackers out of position and it does not work, you're making him look bad. He already got enough to deal with at home. You don't think he got less string now to be patient with you. He gonna tell him if you don't take them capris off and let's play some football.
If you don't spit that bubble drum out your mouth.
How about we just drop it now? Put this shit on his thumbnail. So he can't see it.
He said that boy be chewing that Orbit's gum like a motherfucker, boy. That
I'm
shit ain't
trying to
never
tell
got.
you. On the
Don't never
sideline,
run out of flavor.
The team losing, he on the sideline looking fresh as a daisy.
Looking at the jumbo.
Yeah, drop that gum or B drop, homeboy.
What we doing?
Lord have mercy.
Oh no.
But we right about the 1:30 mark. We about to go ahead and get up on out of here. So fellas, I'm gonna let y'all get y'all final words in. We're gonna get up on out of here, y'all. So we'll let you go ahead and kick off what your final thoughts is.
Thank you very much, sir. So I'm just going to surmise pretty much what I've been saying the whole weekend. I'm saying A- for a grade. We're pushing up into that A territory given we've got such a hot UDFA class. But let's talk again before training camp, because that's where a lot of this is going to get solved. As I say, just hit like, smash the share, subscribe buttons, keep in touch with your boys, keep all the love coming our way, keep it AFN. Gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes,
Antonius Maximus.
what is it? All right, Jaden, man. What's
I
your
was
final
just watching Gladiator 2 last night, by the way. That's
I see that.
My fault. Y'all motherfuckers, man. Oh my god. But I just want to say training camp is going to be very interesting. That's all I got to say. And my next thing is, thank y'all, Atlanta Falcons Nation, for adding me on. I really appreciate y'all.
no problem, man.
No problem,
man.
We family.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
it.
That's it. Mr. White, what's your final take? What's your final thought for this evening?
Well, fuck you.
I have no idea what you mean, sir. Anytime he say fuck you, he's typically talking to me, y'all, by the way.
He said, that's not how it's spelled.
Tune in. Wicked wins the Sports Tea Dumb of the Week series. We have a couple of nominees. We got a few. Coming up this week, Falcon Friday. We're gonna be, looking into the dynamics of this offense. And hey, we getting y'all ready for the season, man.
Yeah, I ain't the better make it on Wednesday. I'll be on Friday though.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, he's a bigger jackass than me, so you'll probably like his channel.
Come on, don't do that. I love all y'all.
Look, he's been a jackass longer than I've been alive, so I can say that, young knight. You shut the hell up.
Damn.
Yeah. See,
he taught me how to be a jackass. Okay.
Like and subscribe to Heathen Network.
That's it. yeah. We're gonna have a Heathen University tryout. So yeah, y'all will like it.
The Heathen tryouts.
The Heathen University tryouts. And you might get it. You might get a jersey.
All right, Ant, what you got, man?
Hey, y'all, I give I grade an 8 for this draft. That means the off season, the draft, and undrafted. We filled needs not just once, but needs in places that we had to have it, and we didn't. Terry Fontenot put his nuts on the fucking table. By drafting, because look, bro, Jalen Walker fell right into our fucking lap. And then going back and doubling down and getting James Pierce Jr. and then did the same shit later on. Come on, bro.
What he do? He did that. What he did that did it. Take that. That's what he did.
Take that. Bad boy, baby.
I want you.
No,
You said gave him that that old nigga squat fuck.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's
Wait,
He gave him that baby boy
y'all.
treatment.
not the squat. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's a good old baby boy treatment.
That's that baby boy treatment right there, boy.
And you over there, yeah. He over there
That
walking
shit
up
is
from the window to the
To the
wall.
motherfucking
got
wall.
me thinking about it.
To the butt drop down my ball.
Hey, damn, man.
No, no, ski, mother.
Come
Good.
on, man.
No, ski, goddamn.
I have no
You
idea,
ain't
Willie.
shit. You ain't shit.
This is not my fault. This is not my fault.
So basically, what you say? He done came to the club about 50, 11 times.
Pick
God
11 times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jaden, you had to come on tonight, bro. You regretting that decision now?
Hey, wait, hold up. This right here, Kev, you gonna like this. Nathan Flores.
You know what? Yes, he does.
Oh, fat.
Yes, he does.
Big
Hey,
fat.
Kev, can we use the new one? Can we use the new one we just put up?
Oh, I gotta load it. I gotta load it up right quick.
Oh, man, yeah, look, man,
Let me load
Friday
it
we
up
probably
right
loaded
quick.
up.
So we have what we call a new award. Let me
Yes,
make sure I got this thing right. Let me load this up.
this is
Let me load this
K-Style.
up.
This is K-Style and I's personal new award.
Oh, let me see if it comes up right.
Y'all gonna love it.
The fuck is this shit?
The fuck is this shit?
Look, let me tell you something. Anytime you piss off the moon, you a bad man.
Hey, Juan.
Yo,
That look like somebody we know, don't it?
yeah.
Wow.
You know what?
Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay.
Huh?
Don't talk about me like that.
Wow.
I'm a man. I'm a man, baby. I got room.
Hi, my boy, Damon.
I got skin on my legs.
See, the thing about these shows is we could be foolish at the end.
Yeah, I know.
That part.
All right, Mike, what you got, man?
Look, I want to leave where I still where I ain't getting no messages telling me to meet me in the parking lot or something.
Mike don't want. He don't want no reprimand today.
Look,
This is brought to you by
I'm with it, but some days I want to sip my guys. Look, I want to sip some Kool-Aid sometimes. I'm with the fuckery.
You have just witnessed the Shane Monkey Nut version of the broadcast.
You know what? You son of a bitch.
What?
You go to hell.
You know what? I'm gonna let you know what.
Lord,
I'm trying to show people the softer part of me.
On that note, y'all, I'm gonna let my friend Shao Khan end the show the right way. This is the Atlanta Falcons mantra. There you go. Come on.
I want problems always.
Yes.
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 I want
like
problems always.
I don't want
Yes.
peace. I want problems always.
Yes. Yes. As I tried to explain to the goddamn flavor of the week idiot, goddamn the last couple of days. Yes. Want problems. You ain't got to wait till July.
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't got to wait till July.
This motherfucker trying
to Sam, you know he got to save up his allowance in order to ride the bus down there.
He a 300-pound goddamn milk dud. He ain't got to say shit.
Y'all just fat ass down there. I'm just saying.
No. See, they got rules in Georgia. They don't like that.
All right, we got to go. Okay.
All right, man. We about to get up on out of here, y'all, man. So till next time, people. We ain't here to play.
No, absolutely not.
We are here to stay.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
You ain't got to go home.
But don't shave your face and look in the mirror.
We got to go, y'all. We got
We out. We out.
Yeah,
we
We out.
got to
we
go.
go.
We got to
Much
go.
love, fellas.